Do you want to use Monday.com for budgeting and invoices, and then at the end of the month have a total of like, wow, this is how much money I made and this is how much I spent? Let me walk you through a workflow that can show you how you can use Monday.com to track your expenses, track your invoices, and then pull everything together in some beautiful dashboards.
Hi, my name is Tara, and I'm a certified Monday.com partner and the founder of Simpleday. My goal is to help you build powerful yet simple workflows with Monday.com. If you need help with a custom implementation, my contact details are in the description below. Let's jump into today's tutorial and make Monday the best part of your week.
Monday.com is a great tool where you can manage your expenses and your revenue, and then you can pull all that information together into valuable dashboards so that way you can get insights into where your company is holding. You can see how much money you made per month, per quarter, per year, and compare it to the year before. I want to show you this workflow that will help you make managing your finances easy within Monday. We're going to start with 3 boards here. You can see I have a billing board, an expenses board, and a stats board. Let's start with the billing board. The billing board is set up that each group is another month. I just found this as a really easy setup because I bill my clients on a monthly basis. So every month I know exactly who I need to bill. I know what I'm billing them. And you can also add in any information, like if they go in over hours or anything like that. Just so you're aware, this is connected to an invoicing system. So I do generate my invoices using DocuGen automatically when I click on this button called Generate Plans and Hours Invoice. I'm just not reviewing that in this video. So here you can see that I have the month, I have the clients, I have a status like billed or paid or bill next month. I have the different plans that I offer and the fees. Now this is connected to a stats board, okay, which we're going to get to in a minute. Now let's jump to the expenses board. The expenses board is set up the exact same way. Every group is a different month, and you can see I have the item that I'm buying, the status, a date, the amounts that I bought it for. I actually added here payment type because sometimes it's important to know like how you paid something. I don't know, my accountant's always asking me that. And I also have a link to the stats board. So now let's understand what the stats board is. This stats board on the main table is essentially different groups by year. So here I have my 2023 and 2024 because I want to be able to view my information on a yearly basis. So technically, I would have all the months of the groups listed in 2023 and all the months for 2024. I just cut them out to make it easier for this video so you can see it. Now here you can see I have December 2023 and here I have January 2023. Now let's go back to the billing board. Now on the billing board, you can see that everything in the January group is connected to the January item on the stats board. So here, let's say we have $3,000 in revenue. If you go back to the stats board, within January, see, I have $3,000 in revenue. Now let's look at another example. On the December board, you can see here that I also have $3,000 in revenue. It's connected to the December board. So over here, it is the exact same thing that it has $3,000. Now, if I would add another client, so let's just say someone else signs with me. Okay, and let's just pretend they're on this plan and we'll just give it a price of $700. Now my revenue has gone up to $3,700. I need to track this within my stats board. So I'm going to click on this button and I'm going to search for January 2000. Sorry, I need to make it a little smaller to be able to see. Okay. Now I've added January 2024. Now, just a side note, you can add an item default value, which I usually do. So if I click here and I add this item default value, I have to go even smaller to see it. Even smaller. Let's see. Oh, did I click it? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now I click Save Changes. Let's zoom back out. Okay. So I've added an item default value. What that means is that if I add another client, client number 4, you can see that it's going to automatically connect to January 2024. So I don't even need to do that moving forward, but it's just, you do need to change that every month. So let's say now I added a 4th client. So now I have 4 clients with a total sum of $4,400. If you go to your stats board, you can see that I'm connected to this item plus 3 more, and I have my revenue pulled in. Now let's go to my expenses. So let's just say that I need to buy a new camera. Okay, and let's say the price is $500. Now I have the same exact thing here. I need to connect it to January 2024 because that's the month where I bought it. Now, if I go to the stats board, all of a sudden you'll see my revenue is this. Here's my camera. So my expenses is $500. And now I have a profit column. Now this is a formula column, and I've basically taken the revenue and subtracted the expenses. Okay, and I have my formula. So that's how much profit I have. Now, the really cool thing is the dashboard. When I go into the dashboard, I can see my profit per month. So December, this is how much I made. And in January, this is what I made. And I can also see my billings versus my expenses. So you can see in December, my expenses were $1,000, but I made $3,000. Here you can see that I made a lot more revenue. There's a lot of other dashboards that you can pull in. Here's one. This is the annual revenue for 2023. Now, if I want to do 2024, I can just duplicate that. And I'm just going to change the settings because this is pulling in the 2023. I'm going to manage the 2024 board. And then I would just want to change the title here. So we have 2024. Now, there's a lot that can be built on top of these boards, but the basic strategy is you have a billing board and an expense board, and they're set up almost the exact same way, so you can match the groups. And then they're connected to this high-level board where every item is a month, and you're connecting all of your items. And then you're pulling in your total revenue, your total expenses, you're doing a formula column, so then you have your profit. You can also build more dashboards on top of this in terms of different plans clients are on, different things that you spent money on, whatever you want. There's a lot of room to grow with this basic setup, but this basic setup is a great way to manage all of your finances within Monday.com.
Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and remember to subscribe to receive tips and tricks on how to use Monday.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.